You know what? So far, I think this is a better idea than me playing Amnesia. Anyway.
Amnesia's
It's
a
a
bad game,
completely
though.
better idea.
Bottles, I pop off my scalp like a lid of a cookie jar. What a way to start a poem.
That's what I was saying.
It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams, little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle and to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, thoughts in a bottle, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of things. Each bottle starlights to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Deeper after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Oh, gold. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secret hidings in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping.
I was busy thinking about the whole picking through your brain and pulling out your inside shit, and then you had to just have that moment when you said putting your fingers deep inside.
Poem from Sayori is actually very important to the storyline.
Zarin said cookie poem is important.
I blow
Get
dust
wrecked.
off of my bottle caps. It doesn't feel. I blow off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends slip through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up, and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each of every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head.
Well,
That took an interesting turn.
Zarin said that poem's important, so.
Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of
Of
course I did.
Game.
Did I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings lately. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Ah, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing till I die. Oh God. More foreshadowing.
There are a lot of
The-
people streaming this game at the moment.
Don't get ahead of yourself. Sorry, always had the habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping in no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic.
There are 80 people streaming this game. What the fuck? Why?
It's
This
kind
game-
of a thing at the moment.
Uh-huh.
Like-
All the big people are doing it, and so now all the small people
Well.
are doing it, and now SK's doing it, and all is good in the world.
the big people, there's not that many big streamers who are doing this, but
Well, it's not
but
terrible,
always
but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I would be completely pissed. Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time. Fair enough, you're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. Eh? You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. Ugh, that was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. Oh god, the poems everywhere there. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. And now suddenly, this goes all cutesy. Well, cutesier. Everything is on this game. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wicky, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang her chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of her words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone.
I agree with this poem on so many levels.
Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that to the subject of the poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I want it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they'll make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, so look forward to it.
Okay.
We got 2 more to go.
Your sadness is amazing. I wish that the goddamn Twitch app would make me stop having to watch Bud Light ads. Bud Light is nasty.
Hi again, Bob. What's that? More ads? Presses the button.
Ah!
Hi again, Bob. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on it. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Dottery. Alright.
Zaren said that you're almost to the good stuff.
I like this one. It makes me think of something Sorry would like. Is that so? You and Sorry are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Ah, well. We may be good friends, but Sorry and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when you're reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? Haha, I could be posing again. There. Of course that sounds like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one's turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Everyone has a scroll bar now. Wait, what? What?
What?
Save me. Save me. The colours, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colours, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing. Why does that have a... Scene, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza's crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Load me.
Malware.
And save.
Getting too spooky for you?
It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's this kind of thing I'd never really seen before, I guess. It's kind of like playing with my space on paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of a poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is that tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Save. And now we bring you Yuri on Ice. Let's see what you've written for today. Dotaru. Well done, Bob. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. Eh? It is nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings, and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands her the poem. Well, this one looks simple enough. Nothing weird. And then I read it. The raccoon. As long as it's not a tanuki, I know what you Japanese are like with your tanukis.
You gotta get over the tanuki balls, okay?
We will have context for that one day, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. I have a thing that I need to edit into videos, but anyway. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scattering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an ordinary human? What? I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that the raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps it's merely projecting my emotions onto a newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows its excitement. As a rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. There's a lot more.
Because that poem wasn't creepy at all.
I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's these sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Huh, that's funny. Dotaru. Didn't Natsuki's also write something about that? About something being ridiculed for a strange interest? Eh? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, she really feel that way. Yep. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Oh my god, I need more water.
I think that the innocent anime girls are hiding something.
I have not done this much talking since a podcast. For that time. Oh my god.
Well.
Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. Okay, everyone, save. We're all done
Darn
reading
said
each
you're
other's
almost to the
poems, right?
weirdness.
Why so many saves, by the
Should
way?
we get in there now?
I have something extra planned today. I'm doing loads of saves in case it's some Undertale shit where I have to go back and forth in time. That's
Okay.
that's my logic. I know nothing, so I'm doing these things just to have. I don't know. I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front room. Is it about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but it doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for this event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. What? Performing? Pete? Monica? You're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us is going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're going to let everyone else come up and recite our poems too. Oh lord. Sarah is putting in all of Sarah is putting putting it in all of the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Yeah. Sayori, who's been colouring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys. No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. I'm so sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and put up a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all here in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Dotaru, Dotaru, Dotaru. Dotaru, Dotaru, Dotaru. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... Dotaru, Dotaru, Dotaru. Looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Good. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get over it. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Dotaru, Dotaru, Dotaru. Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice. Aha, thanks everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. No! No! This is... Weird shit is coming! Weird shit is coming!
I like how scared you are, it's great.
Scared? No. Paranoid? Maybe. You'll be fine, Yuri, but
Whatever.
anyway. Let's move on to the main event. I'm just looking for little clues all over the place. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica! This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of the strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Aha, of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clean, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Aha, thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Oh wow, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called An After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is so full of twists and turns in its structure that she ends. What the Well, I feel dumb.
What?
The hell is that word? Enunciates? With perfect timing.
Enunciates.
I thought it was.
Enunciates.
Yeah. I've never actually seen that word spelt. At least not.
Really? You're English, you should know it. It's your language.
No, I mean, I've seen people. I've never actually seen it written down. It's stupid, I know.
Yeah, happens.
Well, it should have.
Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back in reality and glances around her. It's as if she'd bewildered even herself. It's up to me saving this situation. Bro, I live in a really shitty area, yeah? I'm actually like the king of the idiots or something. A lot of people here can't even read. So, yeah.
Hug.
Still, it's your own language.
Tell that
You
to
should know your
them.
language.
Tell that to them. Tell that to them who can't even read. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. Though having said that, I think more people can read a bit more now because of like social media anyway, for everything. But anyway, we're getting off sidetracked. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we're caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. So Yuri hops off her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Ah ha ha ha. Sorry, I giggled. Here. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reacting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or on your own head. It's your poem, so it will come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori's. It's serene and bittersweet. Sanchuk, at this rate that is not going to happen today. I'm afraid. Please send all complaints to Coloured Insanity and Beth. Because it's their fault. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't mind thinking much of it. But hearing it come off from Sori's voice only gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is why Sori meant when she said it's like my poems. It's like I get to read more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sori! Yeah, even Bob liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. Yeah, I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. That's what I've been practicing, that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. Yeah. The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay, now who's next? Natsuki. The last one, please. Please, the last one. Please. Please, end this day.
No.
Please. Please.
It's about 4 more
It will
hours.
never end. Welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club. You're here forever.
It's about 4 more hours of this.
It's not like I compare to you guys anyway. Might as well put up lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that will improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out on the seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... It's called... Why are you looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. When she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little uninfused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Ah, well. You do at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick up a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Oh, jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. That pose, look... Her face! Her face is just like, girl, why are you posing like that again? Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. Yes! Yes!
Pet. You haven't even gotten to the super spook.
I know the festival is coming up, and let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we've finished planning tomorrow and we'll have a weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. It's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica. Then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two always going home together like this. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well... how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, go. Oh god, I skipped it. Oh no. Oh well. Whatever. Let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today Sayori is a little bit quieter than usual on the way home. Hey Sayori. Dotoru. Sorry, I was spacing out. And no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Yeah. Well, oh, here we go.
Safe.
Jealous anime girl, activate!
This is one of those things with these games. It's just like there is no middle ground. It's always like black and white decisions.
Walk home
I hope you make the right one.
Walk home with Yuri.
Walk home with Yuri on ice.
Yuri's a shy girl. Of course she's going to be evil.
Zarn's making fun of you, sort of.
He doesn't see the picture yet.
No, he doesn't.
Yuri is my favorite because she's like a flower that has not bloomed. She needs to be taken out of her shell and fuck no.
I'll smack you again.
I don't know to pick.
I'm sure it won't result in dying.
I'm sure it won't result in death. But everyone's a stereotype. Ah.
Now you can't judge somebody because they're a stereotype. Racist.
God damn it. Childhood friend of Shy Girl. Tropes
Shy girl.
everywhere.
Hi girl. Take her out of the shell.
Take her out of the shell. Wow.
I'm gonna hate this decision later, aren't I?
Probably. Wait, what?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger.
Eeny,
by the
meeny, miny,
toe.
mo is not
If she hollers,
decision.
let go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Do not. Anyone watching the stream right now, do not use any mo to fucking actually make serious life choices.
Yeah, of course you do. Isn't it always?
God. I just know whoever I don't pick, something terrible is gonna happen to them.
Or maybe
Or
something
to
happens.
you.
Is going something going to happen to the one you pick.
God.
Pick Yuri, just do it.
What do you mean, pick Yuri, just do it?
I don't mean anything, I'm just giving you a fucking option because you ain't gonna make.
I already saved, didn't I? Yep.
Yeah, you did.
Well, walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? Beth is like, make a decision! I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awkward turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. Haha, you admitted it. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. But I'd just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? More foreshadowing! Need you, Sayori. I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry, everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me for such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? No! Oh god, poem time again.
Write a good one. Your life depends on it. Wait, what?
Spoiler!
Why is there a skip button here?
Ah, skip the... so you can skip the poem.
I'm sure that ends well.
That's always been there. It's able to skip dialogue.
SK's blind. He can barely read the handwriting. You think he can see buttons?
That was cold.
Oh, HM1 you all.
Zarin said that was cold, and what the fuck?
That was cold. I don't know.
Our
It's just
HM1,
like
our
making
HM1 you all.
I'm a horrible person. I'm aware of this. Beth still loves me. Somewhere.
If you figure out what I'm doing here, then you are quite observant.
I wasn't paying attention because I was laughing.
Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination.
Yeah,
Starting
my
this club
phone's
and
almost
now
dead.
picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remembering that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Eh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but as a whole... What the hell is that noise?
That's my phone screaming at me.
But it's a whole day of school where we would get to play and eat all Dad's food. It sounds a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do I usually have fried... Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, why... What do you mean by you of all people? Because... It's right in your name. Monica. Eh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation.
No, this is quite
Yeah.
nice.
Ah, never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as funny as Yuri's and Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. Yeah. Oh. I wave my hand in front of her face. Eh? We're spacing out again. Yeah, sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh. Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jesus, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Bob, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monika peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Bob. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time... but this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know that's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just had a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Bob. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? Eh? She's been so much happier ever since she joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. Yeah, pose in again. You're so funny, Bob. Have you thought that maybe you're always seen her as so cheerful? Maybe have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because it's just how she is when she's around you? Oh, crap. Dotaru. Aha, I said too much. I'm sorry, what do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so I should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Ah, alright. Monika smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monika stands up from her desk and walks across to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary, but there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monika. Hey you. Eh? I look up to see Natsuki next to me. Are you just gonna sit there and keep staring at nothing? There isn't that much time, so... sorry. I didn't mean to make you worry or anything. It's not that I'm worried. I was just... Natsuki glances down at her side. She's holding a volume of manga in her hand. That's right. Something just came up for a minute, but we can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer. Jeez. Now you're making me feel like a jerk. If something's bothering you, you can just tell me to leave you alone and I will. I mean, assuming you didn't feel like talking about it or anything. She practically mumbles that last part. Now I'm probably making it seem like a bigger deal than it is. I'm just been thinking about Sayori, that's all. Sayori? Thinking about her? Yeah, she seems pretty down today, but she didn't want to admit it to me, so I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh. Natsuki exhales. Well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. But anyway, you're her best friend, right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Then in that case, I think you should trust her a little more. If she needed you, then you would be the first person she would go to, right? Well, I guess that's true. I mean, some people just have those days. You can't always avoid it. If anything, she probably doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not important. Yeah, that's kind of what she said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes. I'm still waiting for the horror. I was expecting a thing to happen. Exactly. If she needs you to worry about her, then it will become a little more obvious. Yeah. I should have thought of it that way from the start. Natsuki fiddles with the book she's holding in her hands. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Ah. Don't get me wrong, don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for a long time. It's normal to be worried about your friends. I mean, you were worried about me, so... I was not. Jeez, if you're fine, then let's hurry and get started already. Yeah. Dotori. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything's back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve her poems and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Well, if anything weird's gonna happen, it's gonna be with Sayori, so... lay it on me.
Going in deep.
Doru.
Wire again. Yeah.
This is your best one so far. It's really, really nice, Bob. Thanks. Doru. Sayori, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Eh? Of course. Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Yeah. Do you want a nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only wanted to see smiles on your face. Well, alright. Hey, Bob. I'm still a little surprised. I really thought you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does. Or even Natsuhi's. But in the end, yeah. I guess you're the one who likes this one the most. Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else. Wait. Of course I do. But that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you're the most, Sayori. You're the only one, etc. I know you have to sometimes put up with me. But I have to sometimes put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something, and this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. Oh my god. Bleh. I still think this is gonna be the ultimate prank, that there'll be no horror and I'll get to the end of the game just like I got pranked so hard. So sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Sayori? No. Bob. I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori. I glance around the room to make sure nobody has noticed this. Sayori. I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what would cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, Bob. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again.
Zarna's laughing and making Hannibal Lecter sounds. So...
That's what matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori. Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Who should I show my poem to next? Oh lord. Hi Bob. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. I just realised she never let me see that poem. She just went. I have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm pretty sure it will turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem while holding it in my hands. It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. Haha, that's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you spend a lot of time with her even in this club, don't you? And again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... Haha, I'm just teasing, more posing again. Blech. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone, but Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. You talk to me every now and then too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really don't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells a lady who wanders earth, the lady who knows everything, a beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift in the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall and I fall and fall, and even worse. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless, but a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her case. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for others are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get philosophical or anything. It was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. If we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Ah, yeah, that. Anyway. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Here's some fourth wall breaking shit coming. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can't be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy the writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
You're welcome.
God damn it, Maku. Oh, God. I'm still waiting for the weird. I think it's gonna be tomorrow before it gets weird, isn't it? This one's alright. Alright? Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit. Well, of course, I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? Eh? No, gross. It's not like I care, Baka. It's just that one of us in the club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away? That's, it's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I had to put up with you. Gah. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Oh? Maybe I wouldn't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. Haha. Dotoru. How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Or maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing even happened. And then the cute music returns. I'll be your beach, your mind is so full of troubles and fears that the mesh you'll wander over the years, but today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind are melt away before the sunny glow. Where's my bongos, man? God damn. Let's get this thing going.
Is it the first time you can actually read the poem?
I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way that you thought you had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in the pile of sand, bathe in the sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salt you see and let me see you shine. Good God.
That's Mom's spaghetti.
Let's sit Mom's spaghetti. Yes.
Oh man, you started grabbing that, man.
Let's leave your
I
memories on
return.
the footprint trail. Let's set you free in my windowsill. Remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be in the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be in the beach that daydreams about you each day. I'll be in the beach that makes your heart leap in a way that thought you had left you long ago. But if you let me be by... Oh, God. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something. What a nice message for once. See, the horror of this stream, actually, stream chat is a metaphor. You see.
There is no horror. That's why it's horror.
Exactly.
It's like the enemy in the dark, you know? It's like only you can imagine what is creepy for yourself.
Besides, the beach is awesome. It's kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach. So
Zaren's gonna bop you.
you decided to write about the beach first and then came up with the message later. Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing. She wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it or whatever. You can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic and then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care, Becca. Just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Oh my God. Dotaru. Well done, Bob. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing our writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing the writing and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore, but it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club. It's been fun getting to know everyone and their writing. And I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Bob? Eh? Or you know how I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer, and even my opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Eh? Why me? We're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? Dotaru. Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. Eh? For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikable will me. Yuri, Dotaru. Yuri-chan! No.
14,237.
It's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and I come to these sort of conclusions. You know what this stream is actually making me want to do? This is making me want to
kill
stream
yourself?
That And it's also making me want to stream the Phoenix Wright games.
You should then.